Howdy folks, and welcome back to War Thunder with the mighty Jingles. I had actually intended to do a War Thunder video today, but I hadn't intended to do this War Thunder video. Gaijin, those sneaky Russian bastards, have gone and released patch 1.43 on us at very, very short notice, so you're getting a War Thunder video, but it's not the one I'd intended to do. That's going to come at some point over the next couple of days. This is going to be a patch 1.43 highlight video, and I must stress the use of the word highlight video. I'm not reading the patch notes to you, okay? So before everybody starts getting all excited and hot and bothered and saying, oh, Jingles, you forgot to mention this. No, I didn't forget to mention it. I chose not to mention it. If you want to read the patch notes, by all means, go ahead and read the patch notes. What you're getting in today's video is a sort of highlight reel of the major points of what is new in patch 1.43. First things first, new hangar. A cosmetic change, but it's the first thing that you notice as soon as you log in. And yeah, big deal. Great, new hangar. Doesn't really change the way the game plays, but you know, there it is, and very nice indeed. I'm sure you'll agree with the old LA-15 in the foreground there. One of the things that they have been doing recently in the previous micro patches and patches prior to 1.43 is refining the way you actually select the aircraft and tanks that you take in a battle, and I think they've finally nailed it. Previously, if you wanted to switch an aircraft, there's my Yak-17, they gave us these filter options here, so you could go, okay, tanks, pick by rank, whether or not your crew have actually mastered the aircraft or not, and so on and so on and so on, and that's great. But if you were flying in a squadron, for example, and you were having to switch between a jet lineup and then a mid-tier aircraft lineup and then a tank lineup, it could still take a lot of time. What they've done now is, well, they've given us these things called presets. So that is my current high-level jet preset 1 for my Soviets. I can go preset 2, which is my high-level tanks for my Soviets, or preset 3, which is my low-level reserve and rank 1 aircraft for the Soviets. Now, it does take some time to set this up, but you only ever have to do it once. And finally, and it takes a while to actually happen once you, you know, the servers are groaning under the strain today as everybody's trying to play War Thunder in patch 1.43, but eventually it will load up, he said, desperately trying to think of things to say to spin this out. Come on, Gaijin, don't suck, come on, you can do it. And there it is, bingo. So and it's as simple as that. Switching different lineups for different battles and so on is yeah, it's pretty simple now. So that, you know, these are all just quality of life changes. Yes, that is an IS-4. No, I haven't played it yet. Just quality of life changes that are just taking the pain in the arse factor out of playing the game. That's not all that's new, as well as there's always new tanks and new aircraft introduced in every major patch. This is one of the new tanks. It's a premium German KV-1. It's KV-1 armed with a KWK-40 75mm German anti-tank gun, and well, that looks like it's going to be fun. But one of the other new things that they have introduced in the hangar, before we actually get into any battles here in War Thunder, is, if you go to the customization menu, there's a new option down here to show armour. As well as the usual, take it for a test drive, look at the modifications and so on and so on. You can now actually take a closer look at the armour profile. This is kind of like having Tank Inspector in World of Tanks, but it's built into the garage interface. So we click the button and it shows us the various different armour zones on the KV-1. And it's the same for every tank in the game, not aircraft, just tanks. And straight away we can say, oh, hang on, 25mm thick armour? That's crap. What's going on here? This can't be true. Well, it is. That's additional armour on the front of the 75mm thick rolled homogeneous armour at the front of the upper and lower glacis of the KV-1. It's the same deal up here. This plate here is just bolted onto the front. It's 25mm of rolled homogeneous armour plating on the front of 75mm of actual hull armour. This is a really, really good feature. You can see the cast homogeneous armour turret, 105mm thick, even gives you the effective thickness and gives you the constructional armour slope angle, the actual slope angle of the armour. Just amazing stuff, really, really good. It doesn't end there though. Yeah, click this button. Once you've actually activated the show armor mode, that changes to the show X-ray mode. This shows you where to aim when you're shooting at this tank. It tells you exactly where everything is. Look at the floor of the tank. The floor of the tank is made out of ammo racks. There, ammunition, just ammunition everywhere. This shows you exactly where to shoot at if you want to get an ammo rack explosion on the KV-1. There, ammo is stowed at the rear of the turret. Oh, that's good to know. Fuel tanks. Where are the fuel tanks? Let's have a look. There you go, fuel tanks. Oh my god, the sides of the tank are all fuel tanks. Now you know how to set a KV-1 on fire. Radiator here, engine there, radiator there. There's the transmission at the rear. Driver sits there, machine gunner sits there, and so on, and so on, and so on. Incredibly useful thing to know. Not only that, in-game as well, you now have a kill cam when your tank gets taken out, and I'll try to show you that later. Don't worry, I'll get killed a lot. It's very easy to show you that sort of thing. When your tank gets knocked out, you now get a kill cam showing exactly where the shell penetrated your tank and how your tank was knocked out. It actually shows you what specific damage was caused to the tank and why it happened. So now there's no longer, oh, that's bullshit, that should never have... Well, it shows you exactly why you died. This is all great stuff. And of course, it wouldn't be a War Thunder major content patch if they weren't introducing new vehicles. Starting with, and not limited to, the American B-57 bomber, which is essentially an English electric Canberra bomber built under license in the USA. America finally has a jet bomber in the game. That's not all, of course. We also have the F-7F. We have the Germans getting very excited about this one. The Horten 229 is finally in the game. A whole bunch of new flak panzers. Not just the Germans, the Russians are getting a whole bunch as well. And this is primarily because of the changes to arcade mode, where now getting kill streaks in tanks unlocks the ability to jump into a ground attack aircraft or a bomber. So you're going to need lots and lots and lots of anti-aircraft vehicles available. This is a new premium Russian T-35. It has 3 working cannons. No idea how that works. Haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious. The Royal Air Force gets the Vixen fighter bomber, as well as their own version of the Canberra jet bomber. The Japanese get, well, not just an ME-262 knockoff, but also some of their own designs, including, well, finally the Japanese are getting the top of their tech tree fleshed out with some jet fighters and some jet bombers. So, finally, some Japanese top-tier aircraft that are actually Japanese and worth waiting for. Last but not least, the Lancasters come in for some love as well. This is the currently unresearched Lancaster B Mark I, and this is pretty much what the existing, prior to patch 1.43, Mark III Lancaster was. Well, it was the only Lancaster that we had. It's got the 4 7mm machine guns at the back, 2 at the top, 2 at the front, nothing underneath. If you already owned a Lancaster, you're going to be in exactly the same situation as me. This will now be available for research and purchase, and you will have this Lancaster. The Lancaster B Mark III. How does it differ from the Mark I? Well, it's got the same shitty 7.7mm machine guns in the front. This is a custom skin, by the way. Yours isn't going to look like this. Sorry. It's got the same shitty twin 7.7mm machine guns on top. Nothing underneath, but at the back, 50 caliber machine guns, baby. Yes, about time. The Lancaster is now slightly less shit when it comes to personal defense. 250 caliber Browning M2 machine guns at the rear, replacing the 4 7.7mm crappy machine guns. So that's good news for Lancaster pilots. What's the bomb load of this thing like? Let's just have a quick look before we all start getting too excited. Where is my Lancaster? Let's see. Bomb load. 14 500-pound bombs. No, bomb load still hasn't changed. It's still crap. You know, it's still completely unhistorical. Oh well. Well, it's a step in the right direction anyway. We can't have everything. Never mind. Next up, we have another new game mode. These are the air races that everybody's been talking about, and they're actually a lot of fun. I can see these being very, very popular, especially with a realistic battle and simulator crowd. The joystick pilots, they're going to absolutely love this. There's no shooting, it's just flying through a set of hoops. And, well, yeah. Not as easy as it looks. Well, it's easy with a mouse and keyboard. but I can see the joystick pilots having a lot of fun doing this. And I can see the modding community getting heavily stuck into this as well. All those little biplanes getting the sport skins, skins for the aircraft, specifically for taking part in the race mode. I think there's going to be a lot of work done on that. It's going to be very, very, very popular. And it is a fun game mode, although it's a bit of a pain in the arse actually getting into one. At the moment, the only actual way to get into an air race is to set one up yourself via the custom battle menu, and sit around waiting for everybody to press ready. And it can be. This is basically why you see me flying against nobody in this one. 32 people sitting in the custom battle that I set up. Not one of them would press the ready button. Eventually, I just got sick and tired, and just went for it, just so you can actually see what the race looks like. And here it is, and it is very, very impressive, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. While I'm busy, showing off and somehow not crashing, we're going to show you the race from an alternative point of view, because War Thunder have completely revamped the replay system. It's now, well, get a load of this. This is now, well, one of the ways a War Thunder replay can look. There is actually now more information on screen in the replay than there is when you're playing the game. They've gone from one end of the spectrum right to the other, where previously you didn't have a clue what was going on around you unless you were the one who actually flew the mission and could remember what was happening as and when it was happening, to now you've got everything. You've got the map, you've got all your airspeed indicators, your altitude indicator. You now actually have at the top left of the screen there a list of everybody else on the same map, including what aircraft they're in. You've got the replay controls at the bottom of the screen. There's actually now more information on screen in a replay than there is when you're actually playing the game. It's fantastic. Obviously, I'm really excited about these changes to the War Thunder replay system. And, I mean, it doesn't directly affect you guys watching this video, but it does indirectly, because now there's pretty much no good reason why I can't suddenly start accepting lots and lots and lots of War Thunder replays in the same way that I do World of Tanks replays, because now War Thunder finally has a replay system that's worth the game. We can now finally, hopefully, see exactly what is going on and why people are making the decisions that they do when you see them flying an aircraft or driving a tank in a War Thunder replay. And that's fantastic news if you want to get your War Thunder replays featured here on my YouTube channel. Address in the About page if you're watching it on YouTube, and in the About page if you're watching this on Facebook. Let's get those War Thunder replays sent in. Finally, the game actually has the replay system that it deserves. Finally, we're going to end today's patch 1.43 reveal highlight trailer with some footage of me. Well, you're getting a whole bunch of new things in this battle. First of all, that's the captured KV-1. It's the German KV-1 with a 75mm KWK-40 gun. This is the new Poland map, and you're going to see the Killcam in action. But first, I just have to shoot down this ME410, who's more than a kilometre away, and I did actually hit him with an armour-piercing shell. Should have been firing high explosive. This 75mm gun. There we go, got an assist. One thing that I was very, very keen to try out was destructible environments. I was sure that was coming in patch 1.43, but it doesn't appear to be. I fired an armour-piercing round at this building, and it didn't really do anything. So I reloaded high explosive and had another go. I thought, well, that's what high explosive is for. Still didn't really seem to do anything. So, must have got my wires crossed on that one. So, does not. I mean, the low stone walls, you've always been able to drive through those. But the whole destructible environment thing does not. And I haven't conducted, serious tests on this subject. I just took a couple of shots at various bits of masonry at the beginning of this map, but nothing appears to be getting blown up the way that we've seen it in various preview videos. It doesn't appear. And I know I'm going to catch all kinds of hell for this if I'm wrong. Oh, Jingles, you noob, you were shooting at the wrong building. Well, how am I supposed to know which is the right building and which isn't? Anyway, I tried, and if destructible environments are in 1.43, I have seen no evidence of it yet. I'll just say that. I have seen evidence, however, of my first enemy tank. And believe you me, I tried real hard to get killed in this game. Just so I could show you the whole kill cam thing. But the enemy team just did not want to cooperate, damn them. So there was a, what was that, a Panzer 3L? Oh, I forget. Sitting up on the corner here, I think he's going to try and come in and get some flanking shots on the guy in the cab, got on me and the guys in the cab circle, but nah. I got bored of waiting, and I thought, well, I'm in a KV1, you know, I've got like 75mm of front armour, plus another 25mm of armour plate bolted on top of that. Let's go looking for him, so off I go. This thing ain't very fast. And the turret turns very, very slowly. It's a good tank, though. I mean, it's very well armoured. It's like driving a mini Tiger. It's got a great gun, and it's very well armoured. And I spy a bad guy. Oh, he's not dead. I took a hit. Yeah, big deal. No damage. Reload. He's trying to get out of there. Oh, no you don't, sunshine. There's my first kill. Are there more of them? There is. There's another one over there. Critted him. Set him on fire. Finish him off in case he uses the fire extinguisher. Oh, no, he's not dead yet. Oh, an assist. I was cheated. Absolutely cheated, I tell you. That was so my kill. Right, enemy tanks. Come on, where are you? The team's doing far too well. We're already up 2 flags. So, I suppose, you know, just drive in the direction of the enemy spawn point. I'm bound to run into somebody. Seriously, you would not believe the effort I went to just to finally show you guys the Killcam. I took hit after hit after hit. In many ways, I probably shouldn't have driven the captured KV1 in my first tank. If what I wanted to do was show you the Killcam in action, that's probably not the best choice to make. I should have picked a Panzer III or something, but yeah. We get to show you the captured KV1 anyway. It is a very, very strong tank. I mean, you know, 75mm of frontal armour with 25mm applique armour bolted onto the front of that. And it's got that KWK-40 75mm gun. It's a very, very, very good tank. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think I'm top tier in this battle as well. So I'm not making it easy for them to kill me. I have to admit, I'm definitely not just serving myself up on a plate to them. But they had enough chances. It's not like I was driving carefully. Oh, look, we found another KV1. Okay, here we go. This should be a fair fight. And he does no damage to me with his first shot. And I do some serious damage to him with my first shot. But he's actually got his back to me. So I'm going to knock his engine out now. And maybe damage his suspension as well. And I'm taking minimal damage here. Let's zoom in, go for the turret cheek, try to hit his ammo rack. Well, I did some damage, but didn't detonate his ammo rack. And he's still there. Come on. Turret ring. Hit him again. Oh. No, he's still firing back. He's not feeling very happy. Come on. Yeah, turret ring. Go for the turret ring. And reload. God, what does it take to kill this thing? Or more importantly, what does it take to kill me? He's still shooting back. And again, another crit. Come on. Ah, finally got him. And I had to kill a whole bunch of other tanks before somebody eventually put me out of my misery. And we finally get to show you the new patch 1.43 Killcam in action. And here it comes. Tank is knocked out. All the crew are dead. How were the crew killed? Turret front was penetrated, shrapnel, wiped out the crew, as well as taking out the ammo rack, and it looks like setting on fire one of the fuel tanks. Well, next I jumped into the Panzer IV, and I'm just showing you selected highlights of the rest of the match. Specifically, well, it's an urban environment. It's like driving around Himmelsdorf in World of Tanks, except there's these wide open areas on the outskirts of the map as well, where very foolish enemy tanks like to silhouette themselves sideways on the skyline, making it very, very easy to one-shot kill them. I mean, why not take that shot? It was a fun game. It's the first time I've actually played War Thunder in well over a week. And you're going to see why it's the first time I've played War Thunder in well over a week. And I haven't played World of Tanks in weeks either, because of my shitty network connection. Yes, the ISP My ISP is still upgrading the cable in my area. It's massively oversubscribed, and during peak hours, as I'm playing now, horrible network contention ratio. I actually got shot while I was lagging out on the corner there by a T-34. Managed to survive, and again, this is another new thing. This is one of the whole kill streak things. When I entered the battle in the Panzer IV, I'd accumulated enough tank kills in the KV-1 to give me 3 artillery shots, which you can fire off all at the same time, if you so choose. And that's exactly what I've done here. I'm carpeting the area around the cap circle, looking at the tanks hiding on all the intersections, laying artillery down on them, getting into the cap circle, getting into cover, and just hoping that the artillery barrage is going to keep them off my back long enough that myself and this Panzer III can cap and hopefully win the game. And we do in fact cap, and now we're in control of all 3 flags, and then I head out in the direction of that T-34 that was spotted way over on the other side of the town there. I have an artillery barrage back up, I drop that on the intersection that he's likely to be camping on, get slightly stuck on this concrete post, and then go looking for him. There's the artillery barrage. And that, you know, that sneaky Russian. Hostile team is capturing Zone A. I was just in Zone A. What? And he's right there. He's literally, there he is. You sneaky bloody Russian. And I get stuck on the corner, and a horizontal turret drives knackered, and at the very least it gives you another opportunity to see the kill cam in action. There's the shot, bang, right in the side, detonated the ammo rack. You're not walking away from that one. Not that it really matters, because less than a minute later we won. And I'm really enjoying patch 1.43. There's not a lot to dislike about 1.43, certainly not in my experience so far. The captured KV-1, great tank. The new map, fantastic. The kill cam is amazing. The changes to the garage interface, the X-ray camera and the armor viewer are all just amazing ideas. I think the new race mode is going to be a massive hit with the simulator crowd, and very popular with the skinning community as well. I think we're going to see all kinds of skins for those fast, nimble little prop aircraft that you keep seeing in the Red Bull air races. We're going to see all kinds of skins inspired by them. So, summary time, patch 1.43. In my limited experience, and literally what you've seen in this video is everything that I have so far done in patch 1.43. I've literally just dabbled my toes in the water so far, but I haven't seen anything to dislike. There's a lot of stuff that they're doing very well indeed. And I haven't seen them get anything wrong yet in patch 1.43. Now that doesn't mean they haven't gotten anything wrong in patch 1.43, but just I haven't seen anything that they've done wrong. I'm sure people are complaining about the flight model of this aircraft or the battle rating of that tank, but in my experience I've had nothing but good times so far playing patch 1.43, and a lot of people have been saying, you know, this is it, we'll give, if they screw this patch up, this is their last chance, I'm out of here. And it doesn't look like they've screwed 1.43 up. It seems to be nothing but good steps in the right direction for War Thunder. So if you've been watching this video while you're downloading patch 1.43, it is a monster, multiple gigabyte download. Hopefully this gives you some idea of what you can expect when that download's complete, and hopefully you're going to have as much fun with patch 1.43 as I have so far. As always folks, take care on that battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.